9 and our topic is plane table surveying. Myself, Vaibhav Singh, and I'm going to discuss the first question. So, moving on to the first question. So, the first question is define different components of plane table and its use. So, the different components of plane table surveying are first, plane table, second, LEDAD, third, plumbing fork and plumb bob, then spirit level, chain or tape, rain roof cover for the plane table, compass, ranging rods, drawing sheets, and drawing equipment. So now moving on to the uses. Now we'll discuss the use of plumbing fork and plumb bob. So basically, plumbing fork is a U-shaped metal frame which consists of an upper horizontal arm and a lower inclined arm. The upper arm is provided with a pointer at the end and the lower arm is provided with a hook for suspending the plumb bob. As we can see in the diagram, the upper arm is provided with a pointer at the end, while the lower arm is provided with a hook for suspending the plumb bob, and the whole arrangement is kept on the plane table. So basically, the use of plumb bob is the plumb bob helps in transferring the ground point to the drawing sheet and vice versa. After that, we have LEDAD. So the use of LEDAD is for drawing line of sight on the drawing sheets. So basically it consists of a straight ruler and along with a sighting device with one edge of the ruler is beveled and graduated, and always this edge is used for drawing the line of sight. Then we have spirit level. So spirit level is used for leveling the plane table during surveying, and the leveling is done by keeping the spirit level in two perpendicular direction and making sure that the bubble inside the spirit level is at the center position in both the cases. Then we have chain and tape. These are used for measuring the distance while surveying. Then moving on to compass. Compass is used for marking the direction of the meridian on the paper and to determine the bearings of the lines. Then we have drawing sheets. A good quality seasoned drawing sheet should be used for plane table surveying for plotting purposes.
Question number 2. Two-point method in surveying with proper sketch. Answer. In the two-point problem, 2 points are cited from the other point and corresponding to the points given in the plane table sheet. Here, two cases are to be discussed. Case 1, when the points can be occupied by the plane table. As shown in the figure, capital A and capital B are the 2 points corresponding to the points small a and small b. Now, plane table is located at capital B and oriented by sighting capital A. Sight capital C from capital B and small bx is plotted on the sheet. Then, shift the plane table to capital C, oriented by backsighting capital B along x small b. Then LEDAD is placed over small a and sight station capital A. Then the line capital A small a cuts the line small bx at somewhere which is located as point small c at station capital C. Case 2. When the plane table cannot occupy the controlling stations. In this case, an auxiliary point capital D is considered nearer to capital C. Locate the plane table at capital D according to the line small ab parallel to capital AB. Then the sight station capital A and B corresponding to small a and B. The rays drawn are intersected at some point which is marked as small d. Then sight towards capital C by placing LEDAD at small d. Mark the distance capital D small c as C1. Shift the table to capital C and backsight to capital D with reference to C1. Then sight A corresponding to small a. The ray drawn intersects the previously drawn ray from capital D in C2. From C2, sight capital B, draw a ray which intersects small db and mark the intersection as B1.
So the question is explain operational procedure of plane table survey. Answer. Operations involved in plane table surveying. Setting up the plane table. The setting up the plane table includes the following 3 operations: centering the plane table, labeling the plane table, and orientation of plane table. Centering of the plane table. The centering should be set up at a convenient height for working, say about 1 meter. The legs of tripod should be spread well apart and firmly fixed into the ground. The table should be approximately labeled by tripod legs and judging by the eye. Then the operation of centering is carried out by means of U-frame and plumb bob. The plane table is exactly placed over the ground station by U-frame and plumb bob. U-fork with plumb bob. U-fork with plumb bob is used for centering the table over the point or station occupied by the plane table when the plotted position of the point is already on the sheet. Also, in the beginning of the work, it is used for transferring the ground point on the sheet. Labeling of the plane table. The process of labeling is carried out with the help of label tube. The bubble of label tube is brought to center in two directions, which are right angles to each other. This is achieved by moving legs, orienting the table. The process of keeping the plane table always parallel to the position which is occupied at the first station is known as orientation. When the plane table is oriented, the lines on the board are parallel to the lines on the
Question is, what is radiation surveying? So, the radiation surveying is a method of plane tabling for locating the details. It consists of two steps. The first step is setting up the plane table on a station, say P. For doing so, select a suitable point P in such a way that all the details are visible from the selected point. After that, center and level the plane table at the selected point P. Mark the north direction on the sheet by using compass. Locate the instrument station P on the sheet by using plumbing fog such that P on the sheet is exactly over the point P on the ground. Now moving on to the second step, center the LEDAD on point P and sight various points one by one and draw a ray using the LEDAD. For example, here assume the name of the details as A, B, C, D and E. Measure the distances of each point from the P. For example, PA, PB, PC, PD and P as shown in the figure. Here PA, PB, PC, PD and PE are measured from the point P and plot them in a suitable scale on the sheet as PA, PB, PC and PD and P respectively. So as shown in the figure, these points are plotted on the drawing sheet using suitable scale for like PA, PB, PC, PD and PE. Now join the points A, B, C, D and E to give the outlines of the details.
The next question is explain traversing. A traverse is a series of survey lines connected to each other. There are of two types, open traverse and closed traverse. In an open traverse, the traverse starts at a point and goes along a direction that does not return to it. In case of open traverse, there are no checks possible for the accuracy of the work done. To check the angles measured, some check lines are chosen and their bearings are measured during the survey work. In case of a closed traverse, the traverse returns to the point from where it was started. And closed traverse is mathematically a closed polygon. The diagram of a closed traverse is given below.